was AUG in DNA. TAC. So that's the start codon. Okay. That's DNA because this one was in RNA, AUG. What's the anticodon to A? It's a T in DNA. What's the anticodon or so, the complementary base pair for U is an A. Right? The complementary base pair to G is a C. So TAC. So it's moving along. You know, I find my RNA polymerase, moves along, finds the TAC, the start spot, starts building. There's my RNA. For all intents and purposes for us. It's the easiest way to go about it. Some sort of termination factor or something at the end tells it to stop. Build it. And then I have my, from here, my pre-mRNA. It's not complete yet because what do I do? So, starts in the promoter region, moves along, finds the start codon, builds the mRNA, comes to a stop factor, stops building the mRNA, that's a pre, and then it completes the mRNA by adding the 5' cap, adding the poly A tail, removing the introns, now mature mRNA, which moves into the site. I didn't really ask any, but you will need to know eventually. Not necessarily, not on this one. So, you know, you look, you just find any old, there's, you know, the P factor, some sort of promoter region, right, which is where it's going to start. It builds and builds, keeps adding along. You can see it's adding. Comes off. Termination factor is in red. Stops. From here, of course, it didn't go. And then you have to go to the next step. That's here. That's my pre-mRNA. And then from there, you can go and you can just type in something like, you're happy that it's all done, but just a look on the internet post. And you will look, I think there was one of these areas. You take the introns up. There's one, right? There's my mature mRNA. Tell you about it. So there's a whole bunch of these things, and where's one that has the quality in here? So I just put on here once in a while. Oh, there it is. Right there. So you can see this is done it all. There's the, it's pretty hard to see from back here when you get close. There's the 5' cap, says a cap, and there's the foliate tail, and I've taken out the introns. And now I have my mature RNA right there. This, this is going through the nuclear membrane. There's a nuclear pore, and it's now being translated into protein. So DNA. So this is my immature RNA, regular free mRNA. And then I modify it. There's my mature. Move it out. Make a protein. Those are the steps involved in that one. You go to translation, same 3 steps. And I could actually pop that up here. And it's sort of translation. Pardon? DNA. No, they have all different components, right? There's no DNA polymerase 3, there's no.
I know, but they both
They both make another strand, yeah.
of RNA.
No, this is DNA. This is coffee DNA. Another strand of DNA. That's coffee bar. This does the whole thing, right? So remember, we said the chromosome number 1, I know, is 260 million base pairs. This does it. From one end to another. 260 million base pairs. All plant things coffee. This is only one gene at a time. Right? It's a very small section. In terms of size, that's huge versus small. Here's remember you look at initiation, elongation, and termination again. You different planar zones, right? So here I need the small ribosomal RNA unit. I need the large ribosomal RNA unit. I need the start codon, and I need the start tRNA. Well, if you remember what happens here, let me try and draw it up. The small ribosomal unit will latch on to the 5' cap area. You'll move along the RNA until it gets to AUG, and the AUG sits right, basically, in the center where the P site is. There's no real P site in the small one, it's the big one, but that's the location it will be found. In comes the anticodon from my transfer RNA. And lastly, initiation is complete. And the large ribosomal unit fits on. And it fits on, and you end up with the 3 sites, right? P site, the A site, the E site, because it's moving this direction. So it moves from the 5' cap to the 3' foliate tail. It's moving in that direction. So if you're given an RNA and you look at it backwards, it's going to move in this direction. You have to look for the AUG in the right direction. Because this would be my 3'. Right down on this end, I am not reading that AUG in that direction because it never latches on to the foliate tail. It always latches on to the 5' cap. That's the initiation. There's one.